Okie doke, here we go. Yeah, well, we're going through here. That's the top, that's the bottom, those are the sides. Halfway along, down in the hole in the ground, there's a monastery, well, it's a hermitage where a hermit lived. Not surprised he was a hermit, and I doubt he had a lot of visitors because it's a hell of a walk down and even worse walk up. But there is a stream down there, and actually it's rather pretty. It is a place where it's worth going down and walking. It's quite high. I'll try to give you the whole 9 yards, but it's actually not so much the height that becomes really interesting shortly. There's the stream. Feel claustrophobic? Well, tricky. You have two choices. You can either scream in horror or scream with laughter as you watch this particular performance. I've never done it one-handed before, but and then you get the occasional bits like this, which are handy, as you'll see. You've got to be able to back, that's for sure, because you can't find yourself. There used to be traffic lights at each end, which struck me as being really sensible, but they seem to have dispensed with them. So I'll try to give you an upwards as well, it's quite good. There's upwards, up to the top. This bit's a doddle though, and it's a positive racetrack. Gets better. Still on the motorway section. This is where the traffic lights used to be. I don't know why they took them away. It's crazy. You'll see. It's really sensible to have lights here. Make sure you only had people going in one direction. Pop group or otherwise. At least I've heard of a pop group. I have no idea what noise they made, but that's because, as you know, I'm a grumpy old man. Here we are, it's a bit higher. Well, it looks a bit higher. Up. Just love this place, it's amazing. The air is gorgeous, it's cool. I'm glad he's through, so there's nobody following him too closely. That's the worst thing, if you get if two people are silly enough to, or the person behind is silly enough to follow a person in front too close, then both they and you going the opposite direction are in big trouble. Because really there are very few places where you could actually queue two, you could there queue two cars. And of course the other thing that would be really quite stupid would be to go through, oh here we go, comes our friend in a camping, no, not even a camping car, it's a bloody bus. I think we better wait. In fact I'm going to have to manoeuvre a bit, I'm afraid. And there are two. Idiotically, there's a car following the bloody bus. Refrain from telling her what I think of her. Silly woman with her child, collecting her child from school, at 2 inches behind the bus, which is ludicrous. She was lucky, they were lucky. Okay, here we go. Onwards and upwards. Oh good, there's one ahead going that way, so they can be my pathfinder and clearer. And that's a bit sharp, that corner. This is a reason why I would barely have any car but this one. You can just paddle it around these bends and all this stuff. with a couple of fingers really. It's just so compliant and agile and balanced and just beautiful, amazing. Not to say other cars couldn't do it either, but this one just has sort of gives you utter confidence that you'll get to the other end always, no matter what and where. Here we go. Hello, nobody. I don't know how much of this you're getting. I'm not actually looking at the camera, I have to say. So just having sort of tying it to the steering wheel pretty much and hoping it's pointing in the right direction. Daylight at the end of the tunnel. There's a cafe there at the other end. Glad it's open this time of year. Intrepids walking through. Bonjour. Oh, here's a stopper. That's nice. Allez, allez. Can we go there? Okay. Oh, he's a local. Merci. She's a local. Tough looking blonde country lady with her trailer. You know, emerging. I was going to turn around and come straight back again, but actually I think there's the little path down to the Hermitage. Here's a hole. Good hole. But I think what I'll do, especially if the cafe's open, is stop at the far end, show you a view of the Hermitage and the George, the gorgeous George, and have a coffee if they're open. Probably not a beer. Used to be a rather charming lady around this thing, very cheerful and friendly, but I think, yeah, we're totally out of season, forget it. But I will show you the hole in the ground anyway. Voila. Make sure we stop, it's a good idea. Leave the mutts in the motor at the moment. It's only going to be a couple of minutes, so they'll be alright. They'll be good. I'll stop actually because I'm not